At one time, if a crisis such as rape or domestic abuse displaced women and children in East Texas, there wasn't much of a support system for them. It's rumored that Smith County Sheriff's deputies would respond to domestic violence situations and keep the victims in their own homes for a few days following the abuse. But then what? In 1978, a group of volunteers, the Smith County Citizens Against Rape, formed the East Texas Crisis Center. For nearly 40 years, the Crisis Center has provided shelter, counseling, and other services to victims of family violence, sexual assault, and other violent crimes in 5 East Texas counties. But like most area nonprofits, they depend on the generosity of the community, and specifically community businesses, to do it. Take Tyler Ford, for instance. For 14 years, including recession years, the dealership's managing partner, David Irwin, has donated a car to be raffled at the East Texas Auto and Cycle Show, the proceeds of which benefit the Crisis Center. To help boost ticket sales, David began restoring classic Mustangs instead of just offering something off the dealership lot.
You know, back in 08, 09, when the economy tanked and there was businesses had to rein back, and it would have been easy to do it that way, but I feel that Tyler Ford is responsible to our community. Unfortunately, this is a cause that's not going to go away anytime soon. So our support of the Crisis Center, that's really non-negotiable regardless of what's going on around us. And we're going to continue it that way.
Over the years, raffling off these classics has raised more than $1 million for the Crisis Center. To put that into perspective, that's like raising over $8,000 every month for 10 years. The Crisis Center just couldn't do what they do without support from companies like Tyler Ford.
Working in nonprofit it's quite the challenge, and East Texas has been hit really hard the past 2 years with the oil prices so way down and a lot of people out of work, and you know, we can see that and feel it, and we feel it in our year-end giving most especially, but not the car show and not the raffle car. So that's just great for us that we have that anchor.
You know, after giving several new cars, one thing we learned was it's the classic cars, they sell more tickets, bottom line. And while it's a little more work for us, it's the best we can do to support the Crisis Center.
And it's no easy feat finding the car. It's a year-long process. But David doesn't believe in taking the easy way out. So David searches for a classic car every year, and once it's purchased, the gearhead in him surfaces, and he personally updates the mechanics of the car to bring it to tip-top shape, even adding air conditioning if it's needed, so the car will be in top condition for the winter. That's on top of the cost of the car itself. The 2018 raffle car, a 1964.5 Mustang convertible, is probably the most valuable that's ever been given away by the Crisis Center. And now is your opportunity to purchase tickets.
And the 64.5 is what makes it really unique. They didn't build but 171,000 64.5s, and some of them were pre-production. But it's got the quick release seat belts. It had the factory Ford Air that wouldn't have come from the factory. They would have installed it at the dealership.
Have you driven it?
Oh yeah. We didn't have to. We're going to do a little bit of paint work, and that's what Joe told me at the auction. There was a little bit of paint stuff that needs to be fixed, and we did. You know, we've done that. Or we will, but mechanically, we had it out, and there was 4 of us in here running down the spur at 60 miles an hour.
On behalf of the East Texas Crisis Center, thank you for your support and good luck.